Hey guys, WitchyCatLady here in Dragon Adventures. Today I'm going to show you how to set up an alt account to help you farm fruit, specifically coconuts. But first, I want to introduce you guys to my other two Allahs that also have personal space issues. You know Demon Raptor. And then we also have Ice Ice Baby now. And that is because they have an ice element. As you can see over here, we have the ice element. I thought that was funny. If you know that song, comment who made it. And then we have Blazer Taser. Can you guess their element? I have fun with these. Their element is laser. So I've got my little trio now. Honestly, wish I could equip more. I'd collect more. And, you know, this is why I never have money. I keep buying things. I keep buying expensive things. Beautiful babies. But the first thing you want to do is actually hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you. Get an alt account created. Once you've done that, get into the game and you're going to be starting the tutorial all over again. If it's been a while since you've done it, don't worry, it walks you through the whole thing. Your first step is to choose one of 3 dragons. Choose whichever one you want. This alt is a little bit laggy, it looks like. Oh my goodness. Let me log it out and log it back in real quick. Okay, it seems like that entire server was laggy. I had to kick out both of my accounts. Alright, now, so, anyway, first thing you want to do, once you've got your alt into the game, is pick a dragon. I like to pick the Soars, because they're adorable, they're agile. It's an all-around good dragon, and I've spawned on top of somebody else. Help! So the tutorial, as you can tell, will walk you through. Just do what the tutorial tells you, and we will make choices at the end of it, but we definitely need to do this, and we're going to do the entire tutorial, not just the stuff that it doesn't give you a choice on. There's going to be some other tasks that pop up, and we want to do them because we want the coins off of it. I will leave most of this tutorial in here just in case anybody is unaware of what the current tutorial is like. If it's been a while since you've made an account for the game, this has probably changed. I remember when I made my account, the tutorial was different. I don't remember exactly what it is, but my first alt that I made for the account actually still has its tutorial egg, so we were not forced to hatch the tutorial egg like we are now. I have no idea how rare a tutorial egg in your inventory is. Maybe I should inquire. If you guys know, let me know. I mean, it's definitely not tradable, so it's not like, you know, I can get anything off of it. Alright, so I was going to go put this tutorial egg in here, and you do get the rock off of it, which is the same thing you'll get out of the origin egg. So it's going to make me equip it. Actually, I can't favorite that yet. I want to favorite my Soar, but it won't let me do that yet, so let me finish this. Now this is the end of the mandatory tutorial as soon as we exit this portal. Roger here tells us that we've unlocked Grassland, and as you can see, this arrow is pointing at these 3 optional tasks up there in the corner. Obviously, if you just want this to hold a couple of things, you don't even need to progress any further. But we're going to continue to do these because we have no money, and we need money. Actually, the first thing I want to do is star this Soar. I want to keep that. And I'm going to get rid of this little rock because I don't want it taking up space. As you can see, we're using up 2 out of 5 storage. In case you want to use it for dragon storage, just keep 1 dragon on here so that you can fly around. You actually can't have 0 dragons. It won't let you. So we need to find a nest and hatch the egg and harvest some food and resources. Let's go ahead and get the resources first. Nope, we are still a little laggy. Origin servers are busy right now because of the Smashing Pumpkin event. Have you guys gotten the key yet out of these pumpkins? I've gotten 1. I do want to get more because I really like the ghost potion. And I apologize if you hear my cat Pibble crying. She hears me talking and she thinks I'm talking to them, so she's answering. She's also looking longingly out at the window. I have no idea why. Maybe she wants one of the squirrels. She used to live outside for years before I finally was able to, I guess, gain her trust is the right phrase. Now this here, the tutorial is walking us to the general store. So if you're a new player and you've not done the tutorial, please pay attention when you do the tutorial. It does tell you where to go to sell your things, just like I'm doing here. I need to sell as much as possible. Hold on to your wood for right now, in case you use this account to buy wood. Don't sell that wood. And I'll tell you why here in a minute, because you're going to need it for an incubator. But I'm going to sell this food until it says I've done this. You have completed a mission. Is this thing even capturing my cursor? Let me make sure. It is, thank goodness. Okay, so I'm pointing for good reason then. So go over here and claim your rewards every time you complete one, because you need that money. I'll find a nest and hatch an origin egg. We'll come back to that spin wheel. You don't want to forget about your spin wheel. Let's get an egg first to hatch it. And I did have a sort of narrative in my head on how to do this, but the cat's moving around is distracting me, so I apologize for my moments of delay or repetition. And as you can see, we are collecting the egg, and we are already starting to complete some more of the tutorial missions, the starter missions, Roger's missions, whatever you call them. We completed a mission, so we're going to go over here to the season pass area, the icon. We're going to claim whatever it tells us to claim. Now at this point, you should have completed enough that this is happening. On the dragon season, we have earned enough points that we can claim the first tier, which is 5,000 coins. This is going to help us buy either resources for the incubator, increased dragon storage, or increased storage in our bank. So hold on to these and listen to my cats tearing through the house like wild animals. And we're going to go down here and hatch this origin egg so we can finally complete the last of these tasks. And to be honest, I find the tutorial part the longest part of getting this done, because you really have no choice to skip it. You just have to sit through it, and I'm not going to talk to you for this full minute. I'll see you in 55 seconds. And our time has passed, and we have hatched yet another rock. We're going to go over here and claim doing our mission. And done. Now, another one that is not going to pop up for you, pay attention to this. Grow a dragon to elder. So soars and rocks grow up really quick. So let's go in and check how this soar is doing. And it is ready to grow. So make sure to hit that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this other rock because I don't need it. Keep it if you want to. That's up to you. So I'm going to claim my mission for growing a dragon to elder because it gave me 2,000 coins. And now look at that. We've completed the second tier of the season pass, just doing the tutorial tasks. So that gives us 2 spin tokens. So let's go do those because we need as much money as absolutely possible. So now that we have those 2 extra spin tokens, we have 3 spins on this spin wheel. And we're going to go up here and we're going to use every single one of them. Excuse me, countdown. And our first spin, let's see how lucky we get. 750 coins, I will take it. And what do we get this time? Are we going to get that elemental potion? Come on, spin wheel. Oh no, we get 750 coins. I will take that over the elemental potion. Thank you very much. One last spin. Come on, be something good. Golden dragon fruit. To be honest, I'm going to give that to my main account because I'm going to use that for, growing up some dragons. There is a trick that I've learned with the golden dragon fruit that it seems like not everybody seems to understand, but I will show you that in another video. I'm going to show you how I level dragons. There's tons of advice out there, but I'm going to show you mine. Okay, so now, isn't mine cute? So now we have choices. If you want to use this alt to store dragons, spend your money on the dragon storage. The first couple levels are pretty cheap. Please stop trading me. Hold on, let me change those settings. Everything's just going to be friends. Thank you. But we want to use this one for farming. So what we are going to do is buy resources and upgrade the bank. Now here again, buying the resources, you have a choice right now. You can either use this money here to get your resources. You can do a time trial to get an incubator, which I don't even see a time trial active. Why do you want to do time trials? Well, in another video on how to get coins and build incubators, I reminded you that time trials, when you complete them, give you 700 coins, which I would love to show you, but I don't seem to see a time trial anywhere. If there is one, it's hiding in the world, and I don't feel like going to look for it. But 700 coins is your reward from the time trial, which is the exact cost of the wood and stone you need for the incubator. Let me go over here and show you quicker on the SOAR. Hello! Giddy up, excuse me. Pardon me. Let me run with my pink purpleness here. Because here in the store, you actually need wood and stone for your incubator. And you need 50 of them. And we find this out by going down the building, which I will show you when I go to build it. But the cost of 50 wood is 500. The cost of 50 stone is 200. So 200 plus 500 is 700 coins. Again, the same as the reward from the time trial. So if money is an issue, do a time trial, buy the resources. Next time you do a time trial, buy the resources. You don't have to do it all at once. But here we have the option to do that. Or, if your main account is well established, you can give those items to your alt from your main account, which I have actually already purchased because I could afford it. So I'm going to go ahead and just trade these to my alt to speed up the process. Find my alt here on the list. There it is. Accept my trade, me. This server's laggy too. I'm going to blame everybody in here smashing pumpkins. So I'm going to give all of these to the alt. Now I have 450 of each because that's going to give me 9 incubators. And I want 9 incubators because the alt already has 1 incubator just from joining the game. And I want a total of 10 incubators. So now that we have the resources on the alt, whether you bought them or traded them to yourself from your main account, we're going to head down here to our plot slowly because everybody's crowded into the server and it's lagging again. Oh my goodness. I would have done this in the private server, but I didn't have my alt add this alt onto the server yet or as a friend. But I'll get that later. Okay, into the portal. Alright, now that we're in here, I'm going to go ahead and put my dragon away because I don't need that anymore. I'm going to build incubators. First, I'm going to move this one all the way back to the back because I like having a little bit of space. But to do that, up here build is at the top. You click on that. And then down here in your buildings, all the way on the far left, you have incubators. If you have Robux and you want to buy the premium incubators, go ahead and do that. That's going to cut your incubating time, your cooking time, in half. This alt has no Robux. Well, it has a few Robux because it bought some accessories, but I don't know how many Robux it has. So we're going to get normal incubators, and as you can see, I can't move the cursor over there. Over on the right, I'll zoom in editing. You can see that it needs 50 wood and 50 stone, and I have 457 wood and 450 stone, so I can build a few incubators. So let's go ahead and craft those and stick them up here in a nice line, or you can stick them in any other pattern. You can stick them all willy-nilly around your plot. Do you. Put them however you want. Just put them in the plot. I like to put them in a nice straight line because then when I'm hatching, I just walk down the line and just click, 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 hatch, 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 hatch. And our last one for 10 incubators. Alright, and now the next part is we gotta put eggs in these. Again, you have a couple of choices. You can use this alt account to work through the worlds up to the world of where you want to get seeds. Now, if you want to farm coconuts like me, you're going to have to work this alt through all of the worlds. That's a lot. Or you can do something else. The fastest way to get your alt to farm coconuts is just give it toxic eggs, which I'm going to do. I went to Wasteland and got 10 toxic eggs already. So we're going to go ahead and give these to the alt. And then my alt is going to go ahead and put these in the incubator. Now the chances of getting every dragon I need from Wasteland and 10 toxic eggs is actually pretty low. So as soon as I get these in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my main account back to Wasteland to get 10 more eggs. And the reason we do 10 is because unless you buy the Game Pass, the big backpack, you can only hold 10 eggs in your backpack at any time. So these are going to take a good 30 minutes to incubate. So I'm going to go ahead and send my main account back to Wasteland. Now let us hope that Wasteland is a little bit less laggy. Oh my goodness. Away we go. And we are here in Wasteland. Now if you are asking yourself, why are we giving Wasteland eggs to the alt if we want to unlock Prehistoric? Well, for anybody who doesn't quite understand how this works, so let's scroll all the way down. If we want to farm coconuts, we need to have Prehistoric unlocked. In order to unlock Prehistoric, we have to find all of the dragon species in Wasteland because it's the world prior. And it would be the same if we want to farm dragon fruit. We need to actually find all of the dragon species in the world prior to it, which is fantasy. So whatever world you want to get seeds from, if you want seeds from ocean, which are I think watermelons, then you need to actually get eggs from tundra, because you need to unlock the world prior in order to get access to the next world. Right now, if we find all the dragon species in Prehistoric, we're not unlocking anything else. That may change. So for now, we are here in Wasteland, going to get more eggs so that the alt can have access to Prehistoric and thus access to coconut seeds. And I am actually going to switch dragons really fast so that this goes faster for me. My Allah is not the fastest dragon I own. The fastest dragon I own right now, that I can't type right, is a Pure Pitch Vented. It has the hyperactive, it has Brave. I gave that one the Brave personality, which gives it a plus 10% speed boost. So we are here at a fly speed of 66. The only other dragon that matches this that I am aware of is the Vade, and the Vade has a beautiful dash to it. I will do a comparison video on them when I get a second Vade. As you all know, the first one that I got did go to my daughter. We may be able to do a side-by-side. She might be up for that. If not, I'll just wait till I get another one. So I'm here looking for toxic eggs. It is a wee... It's not laggy. I don't have my graphics up enough. Now I can see. So we're going to go get these toxic eggs, which I do have the spawn points memorized. I'm just headed to them in a pattern. I go out and I zoom around the outside edge because that's where we can see most of them. Well, here is one finally, and I see another in the distance. I think all the spawn points were just really far away from where I started. I do have plans to show spawn points for eggs in all of the worlds. I have just not had time to record them. The Halloween updates are taking a bit of a priority. And as you all know, I am a mom, so home duties do come first. I am planning to get these for you guys. Hopefully you can see in this video where some of the Wasteland spawn points are. I was about to say toxic. spawn points. It's Wasteland. I was going to just cut after I got 10, but then I decided, you know, what if you guys want to see the spawn points for these things? There are always set spawn points for the eggs, but only 3 will spawn at a time. So once you get going around and you start to recognize where the spawn points are, I find it helpful to just develop a pattern of checking the areas in a rhythmic fashion, because then you can just go through it. If it's there, you get it. If it's not, you just move on to the next. Like here's another one in here, and it is a little slow in here. I think it's the time of the day in the morning. This is a very busy time for Roblox. So we're just going to have to suffer through the loading issues. I'm sorry. So that's 3. I can actually hold 15 on here. I might do that. I might stop at 10. We'll see how bad the lag is bothering me. And there is another one near the boss lair. Go faster, Bennett. This puts us at what? 4? 4, I think it is. Yeah, our terrain is still loading. That happens sometimes for me up in Wasteland. It is a very large world. Tundra used to be the same. It's not as bad now that they've revamped it. I wonder if they'll revamp some of the other worlds. Desert needs it desperately. I like some of the larger open worlds just because we can get our big dragons out flying around. But honestly, we don't really need it large. We just need open, you know, like this. And Tundra is a lot more open now, and I really like that. Alright, let's go in here and see if this one has spawned in here yet. And it has not. It would spawn around right in here. But we're going to continue out this way because that other spawn point is back here. And it is not spawned. Oh, there it is. Yep, it is. It has spawned. I just couldn't see it because the terrain is trying to swallow it. Come here, egg. Let's take you, and this is what, 5? We'll check that in a second. Okay, we've collected that. Let's see where we are. We are at 5, yes, halfway through. And there is one up here on this. I don't know what this structure is called. If you do, please let me know, because I really have no idea. And that would be number 6. And I see one out there, and another one out there. But we're going to continue on our pattern here, our rhythm, our... Oh gosh, I can't think of the word. Our route. Yeah, there we go. Our route. Sometimes I have little hang-ups on words like that. It's a working memory thing. Shout out to anybody with executive functioning that is not as functional as you would like it to be. We get through it, don't we? It makes life interesting, that's for sure. Okay, so I think we're at 7. Let's double check that. Yes. So the 2 I see there will put us at 9. And another one right here. So we just need to find one more along the way. Inch closer to it. So I click the egg, not the person. Let's click over and see what time our alt is on. We have 15 minutes left on the eggs. Let's go here and grab this one here above the boss. That will put us at 9, and then we can grab one more and head back to meet our alt in Origins. And I tell you what, it is easier to rejoin your alts in a public server than it is a private server if you're doing a lot of back and forth. Just because for some reason the private servers sometimes separate you. You can both be in the same world but not the same server. It can be very frustrating. Let me double check that. Yes, 9. So one more eggy. And there is one spawn point that just hasn't shown up, or I've just blindly flown over it. But it's out in the open. You can see it. I see one way up there. Is there one? This one's closer. Is it in here? I'm too hot. Let me go down. Excuse me, little lanterns. It has spawned in here. Thank you. Come here, Eggy. Time to go home with Witchy. That was really cringy. I am so sorry, but I'm not going to cut that out because it's kind of funny. I'm still working on my coffee for the morning, so I'm a little something right now. Alright, that puts us at 10. So we're going to go over to social, go to friends, and hit follow on our alt. My main account is taking forever to load into Origins, so we are checking back in here on the alt, which has 12 minutes left on the toxic eggs. If you have a bunch of Robux and you want to skip them, you totally can. It's going to be 40 Robux a piece, which, oh, actually, how many Robux is this? This account has 280 Robux, which I don't think is enough to get any of the game passes that are going to be useful for farming. So we're going to take this moment and look at these game passes. If you're going to be using your alt account to farm, I highly recommend that the first purchase you get is the VIP pass, because this will allow you to do the one-click button at the top to claim all. So you don't have to walk around to every tree and claim every single tree. You can just hit one button to claim it. I know it doesn't say it on there when you hover over it, but it does give you that option. Actually, oh, because I was looking at the Robux wrong, I do have enough to get this, so I'm going to go ahead and get this, because this is going to save a lot of time. And the whole reason we want to use alts is to save us time, right? So if you have Robux and you can afford it, get the Game Pass for VIP. And I'll show you that button that pops up when we head out there to the farm. Right now we're still waiting on these eggs. And my main account has finally loaded in. See, I'm not the only one laggy today. It must be the servers I'm getting in. Look at the T-posing bat dragon. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, let me go ahead and give these eggs to my alt and find it here in the list. See, now that's VIP, it shows up yellow and I can find it easier. Take my eggs, please. And it's going to hold on to those eggs until the others are ready. And while that's sitting there waiting, I'll show you what I mean that the VIP pass allows you to do. When you go down here to the farming area, there is this claim all button up here. You just click it once and boom, you get all of them. And it's such a time saver. It really is. This, if you're going to farm, this is the first game pass to get. Let's take a moment to talk about some game passes that might be useful while we're waiting on those eggs. If you plan to have the account continue to hatch eggs, or if you just have, Robux to spend, the Lucky Egg Game Pass will give you a better chance of hatching those rarer dragons that sometimes are a little bit of a pain. The Big Backpack for a farming alt can be very useful. It'll let you hold an additional 5,000 of the foods. Advanced Builder is what's going to give you these extra 3 plots. So when you are a new account and you haven't bought that Game Pass, the only farming plot you get is this one large one right here, which will hold 100 foods. When you buy the Big Builder Game Pass, you get these other 3 plots. This one holds 50. This other one over here in the corner also holds 50. And this one here holds 25. So that is an additional 125 plants for a grand total of 225 plants. When I have coconuts and I don't use a boost, every time I hit claim all, I get 900 coconuts. Another thing that I do use on my farming alts is the boost when they have Robux for this double crops. Which, when you have coconuts and you're using the double crops boost, every time you harvest, you get 1,800 coconuts. And that really adds up. If you're just using them to log in, grab coconuts, and log out, that boost will last a week at least. It lasts a good long time. It depends how fast you are in moving down here to get your coconuts and logging back out. And we have 7 minutes left on our eggs, so I will pause this and see you in 7 minutes. Okay, the alt eggs are ready. I spent that 7 minutes in the Discord lobby of Dragon Adventures talking to people. So, let's get these done. We got the Neroxide, Ratodon, Neroxide. Well, I think the Ratodon's the most rare. So if we got that, I may not have to hatch another 10. No! Max capacity. Go away, Neroxides. I'm just going to go ahead and delete everything. Actually, that Ratodon looks really pretty. Oh, I'm torn. I'm gonna hold on to that for now. Hold on to Alright, I'm fine. Neuroxide, that's cute. More neuroxides. Super cute. Not really. Come on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna spend 1,000 to upgrade because this is frustrating as all get out. Go away, neuroxides. 3 more. 1. Discovered a new world. Hallelujah. I'm just gonna hold on to this Vented as well because I probably will raise it up on this alt just to be something faster to get around. Oh, I got 2 Venteds to choose from. We'll keep the first one. Okay, our new world has been discovered. Out we go. Go out faster. Please. Ta-da-da! And you have discovered Prehistoric. And that means we can now buy and plant coconuts on this alt account. So here we get to make more money choices. I can choose to go over here, which I am doing to try to show you what it costs, and my dragon's going to poof. Because we cannot equip grown dragons in the farming area. They might squish the plants. So as you can see, any world that we have unlocked, we can buy those seeds. So apple is from Origins, carrots from Grassland. And down here, I can now buy coconut seeds. They're 500 coins a piece. I can choose to do that. Or I can go up to the bank and upgrade my bank. And it's the same upgrade prices, I do believe, as your dragon upgrades. Since I have a main account with only 1,000, I'm going to go ahead and buy some coconut seeds down here on the alt. Now, this is going to be your friendly reminder that you don't have to fill up your plot all at once. You can do this gradually as you get some money. So I'm going to buy what I can with this account and go ahead and get those planted. Now, what I was doing with some other accounts, it did take me a while to set up the other 15 accounts. I actually had a lot of them fund themselves. They would start with what they could buy, and then on that food day, I had my alts sell the foods themselves to the farm merchant and then use that money that they got from the farm merchant to buy more plants. And I did that until they could completely fill their plot. And when one alt was completely full but had some money left, it would actually buy coconut seeds for another alt. And now I have coconuts everywhere. So there I am with a few coconut trees to start with, and that's actually not too terrible. So I can just come back, since I bought the VIP, in 6 hours and start claiming my first coconuts. And what this alt will probably do is on coconut day, I'll take whatever coconuts it has managed to harvest and I'll sell them to the farm merchant. So this alt can just fund itself. It can be self-sustaining this way. You don't have to go spend a fortune on getting an alt upgraded. Take your time. You don't have to go broke doing this. When you get 500 coins, go buy another coconut plant. You know, when your alt logs in once a day and the spin wheel is ready, spin that spin wheel. You might get coins that you can buy another thing of coconut seeds. I really hope this tutorial has helped you. If you have any additional questions, please let me know in the comments. If you want to see progress on how my alt is doing, let me know. I'll be happy to record on Coconut Day when it sells its coconuts and just how many seeds it can buy. But don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in game or another video. Bye!